Hi there, this is Margit from criminologyweb.com, and in this video I'll talk about the big 5 personality traits. In everyday life and when we look at other people, we often characterize them in certain ways. Some people are extroverted and outgoing. Other people are more introverted and shy. Some people are seen as typical leader personality, whereas other people are seen as more supportive team members. Some people are said to have a great personality without it really being clear what that means. And often when we say things like, "that's just who I am," we refer to our personality. Based on the type of person we think somebody is, we expect certain behaviors of them. We might not expect a shy person to speak up in public, and we might not expect an extroverted person to sit at home by themselves. Personality is thought of as very pervasive, and it is not uncommon for employers, for example, to have employees take personality tests before they hire them. One way to characterize a person is by describing the different characteristics that their personality has. There are different ways to do this, but the best known way in psychology is the 5-factor model, also called the Big 5 personality traits model. According to this model, people's personality can be summarized by how they are positioned on 5 basic personality traits. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about what these 5 factors actually mean. Let's start with openness, intellect, or imagination. This reflects the extent to which people are open to new ideas and new adventures. People with high openness are thought of as curious, imaginative, and creative. On the other hand, people who cling to traditional ideas and habits and who are not so much into new ideas, they are thought of as low on openness. Then there is conscientiousness. People who are high on conscientiousness, they are organized, they prepare well, they pay attention to detail, and they do not procrastinate. On the opposite end of the spectrum, people who are low on conscientiousness are not so organized, but more spontaneous. They might be seen as messy and they don't finish their tasks. The third one is extraversion. This is a dimension that is pretty well known. Extroverted people like being around other people and talking to people, and they have lots of friends and enjoy making new friends. Introverted people, on the other hand, they are more quiet. They feel comfortable when they're alone, and they feel energy drained when they have to socialize a lot. There is also agreeableness. People who are high on agreeableness, they care about other people, they are focused on cooperating with other people, and they enjoy helping others. People who are low on agreeableness, on the other hand, they are not really interested in other people, and they are much more focused on competition with other people than on how to help people. And the last one is neuroticism, or emotional instability. People who are high on neuroticism are usually less stable emotionally, meaning that they experience things like anxiety and mood swings, they worry a lot, and they get upset easily. People who are low on emotionality, on the other hand, they can handle stress well, they don't often feel depressed, and they are generally more relaxed than worried. Now, to remember all 5 elements of the Big 5, you can take the first letters of each, which spells the word ocean, or canoe if you prefer. So these 5 factors are what are called the global personality factors that together describe people's personality. As you've probably noticed, they're quite broad. To describe people's personalities even better, research has shown that each of these 5 traits have subdimensions. Together, these subdimensions form a global personality factor, but they can be useful to distinguish because people may score high on one subdimension but low on another. For example, extraversion has several subdimensions. One of them is being assertive, but another one is warmth. Some people may score high on warmth but low on assertiveness, whereas other people may find the opposite to be true for them. All in all, these 5 personality traits are the broad dimensions that have been found to exist in psychology and that form a useful way to summarize people's personality. And in turn, personality traits have been linked to many different types of human behavior, from how people do in school to how they behave in social situations to even their criminal behavior. The breadth of research on which the Big Five is based, as well as their practical relevance in everyday life, has no doubt contributed to their prominence in personality research and psychology. For more fascinating criminology and criminal justice stuff, subscribe to this channel and turn on the alarm bell, or go to criminologyweb.com and find new posts there every week.